But I'm coming around. I'm coming around. I worry about and growing up in Dallas and seeing, and the stories are legendary of what a Dallas. Maybe policing is different today, but what historically a Dallas Cowboy could get away with in that town was,
Right.
they
Yeah.
kind of just did what they wanted. But I don't think so. If Ezekiel Elliott thinks that it's still that way, I don't think it's still that way
No,
for a whole lot of different reasons.
yeah, and I think that look, I think the guy, what little dealings I've had with him, I don't think he's. I'm careful in how I say this, but I don't think he's necessarily a bad guy. Um, but I also don't buy into, well, he's 21 years old or he's 22 years old or however old he is or any other player in the NFL. That's old enough to know right from wrong and how to act. I mean, I at 22, I knew. I'm not saying I always did the right thing, but I knew what was right and I knew how I was supposed to act. So you can't put it off on youth. And he's coming from a big program at Ohio State where there was a lot of attention and a lot of focus on him there. This isn't new territory. It's not a small school guy who all of a sudden is with the Dallas Cowboys and he's just not accustomed to that kind of attention. And it's a different time. I mean, there's no question that if cell phones and cameras and all that were around when I was a rookie, it would have curtailed some of the fun that
Buddy.
me and my buddies were able to have, but you have to adjust to the times. And so far, at least, it doesn't seem he's been able to do that.
If I say this all the time, I use three people as an example. If they lived in the era that we live in today with cell phones and constant coverage of good things you do and bad things you do, so I say Michael Jordan, Frank Sinatra, and JFK. If they lived today,
Right.
they would be destroyed.
Yeah.
I mean, we as a society and the machine that this obsession with sensationals, they would be destroyed. So these kids, they got to know that.
Right. Yeah. You just got to know that anything you do is probably going to be captured on video and then social media and posted and
Pretty soon we'll
you
watch
know
it live.
yeah.